In this tutorial, I want to take a closer look at the dollar value that you can add to certain goals and the importance of having a dollar value to your goal setting and planning. Because the more specific you can be, the far better it is in terms of building those behaviors, but also having those small wins, because it's the small goals that add up to the biggest goal. Now, in this case, I'm going to be using the buy an investment property as the example. So we can see here on the screen that I've got a buy investment property. Now that investment property, I've just put the value in here. So I've added the icon, I'll put my color coding in there. I've set a target date by which I want to do that. And I've set the dollar value as the purchase price of the property. And that is very common. That's exactly what most people will do in terms of setting those big goals. But the best part about that is to be able to break that down into small steps to be able to reach those goals. And so that's what I've done with these other steps. So you can see them here. I've got here, and that's just happened in the past. So I've actually sat down, I've spoken to an investment advisor who I've engaged to design the most optimized purchase price, and then to help me in terms of looking at capital growth and yield and what I can afford, also looking at my future plans and changes in household spending. So I've engaged that advisor, so let's mark that as achieved. And we see Opti giving us a little bit of a congratulations there as well. Now, as part of the next step is I then need to organize my finance. So I've set up to sit down and organize my finance through my investment savvy broker, and we will get that pre-approval. Now, as part of that step, I also learnt that I need to, release the equity of an existing property that I might have. So I've got a $100,000 equity release out of an existing property. So I want to put that in there because I need to have that equity settled, because I'm going to use that equity as a deposit for the home. So you can see I've added that in there. Now, I've also got to make a decision whether I want to use a buyer's agent to help me buy that property, especially if that property may be interstate, because I want to be a borderless investor or whatever that may be. So you can see here, these are perfect examples of how you're using the dollar value. And in some cases, you're talking about the fee that might be charged as part of that service. And in other cases, you can see how the dollar value is being used to tell you the amount of whether it's the property that you're purchasing or whether it's the value that you're releasing as part of a loan or whatever. I mean, that's where the dollar value section of the My Goals can be used for multiple purposes. So in recapping, it's perfectly fine to set big, hairy, audacious goals, but to get the very, very best chances of achieving those goals, we know through human behavior, and we know through breaking down the big goal into multiple series of goals, you're going to get the best outcome for yourself. So make sure when you think about the goal setting area that you're thinking about using the add value section, because that could be part of that planning. And the best way I think about that is, say, planning for a wedding or saving for a deposit for a home. Again, break down those milestones, and you can see what we've done here using this value is that this is my halfway target in terms of the income that I want to trap under the Money Smart system as well. So there's great ways in which you can use the dollar value section under the My Goals area. And that's it for now. So remember, knowledge is empowering, but only if you act on it.